In my last video, we talked about an unexpectedly good OST in a fishing game, and while that's all fine and dandy, I got a ton of comments from you guys saying, dude, if you want to talk unexpectedly good OSTs, you have to listen to Tim and Geoff Follin. This isn't new. Over the course of this channel, I have gotten plenty of comments recommending the Follin brothers music. Now I'm not a monster. I have listened to the Plock OST, okay? It was on Patreon, so it's not on this channel because it does get copywritten. I'm not really sure why. When I listened to Plock, I was extremely impressed, okay? Much like everyone else who's ever listened to that OST. I think when the Follin brothers are mentioned, Plock is one of the first OSTs that really come to mind. But you see, there is this other game from 1990 called The Silver Surfer for the NES. And this game was supposedly not really great and a little lackluster, but the soundtrack for the game was very highly regarded, both upon its release and years after the fact, for just how technically impressive it was for being created with such strong limitations on the sound chip. Tim and Geoff Follin bent the NES's sound chip to its absolute limits, so I am extremely excited to see what this game has in store on all of the tracks. Also, side note, I know I need to check out Pictionary, the game that Tim Follin also composed, and I will get to it eventually at some point. But when I was looking into the Follin brothers music and I heard just a little snippet of the Silver Surfer, I just immediately went to go make this video because I needed to hear more right away. So let's kick things off with the title screen. This is the one that I kind of heard a snippet of and I was like, what? You're telling me that's an NES game and not a modern chiptune song that someone put out yesterday? The bass. It's got the dirtiest space on it. To me, it's kind of giving like a space vibe. I absolutely love those chords that come in and out, or maybe it's not chords, maybe it's just notes. They were like doo 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 doo. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They kind of fade in and out. They're real like wispy and nice. You have to remember the technology that was used for this is so old. It's insane that they achieved such a sound. We're talking 1990 here. The melody line is super cool, and you know, I've only really heard Plock as far as like Follin brothers music. I feel like that's kind of a theme that they will like take a scale and they kind of just go up and down the scale in a weird way, and I hear that a lot in what I've heard of their music, and you know, it never gets old. It always it always fits right in. Ooh, it feels like it's in like halftime. But the top is so crazy. Again, the bass is just wild. What the fuck, man? Oh! They threw a minor major seventh on the end there, which was absolutely wonderful. I didn't expect that right at the end. How cool is that? That's awesome, man. I also want to note that Tim Follin was 19 when he worked on the soundtrack. 19, yeah. You know what I was doing at 19? I was struggling to play a C major chord on the piano. Yeah. So this next one is just like the World Select little jingle. It's really not a full track, but it's so goddamn cool that I have to insert it here. That's it. Oh my god, it's so cool. Why does it have to be such a good soundtrack? I just don't understand. Like, the groove is so good, it's like absolutely criminal that that's only a couple seconds long. It needs to be a full song. But speaking of full songs, this is like the actual level music next, so let's check that out. It's so freaking ahead of its time. I'm sorry to cut in, but do you see what I'm saying with the like, like he just kind of plays with the scale, and it's amazing. It's very effective. But let's listen to those chords again, because those chords were sick. Such nice chords there. Like, I feel the action. Even though from what I've heard, this game is not very action-packed. Again, those space-like, dreamy sound effects. Yeah, this is essentially like a solo. I can't even fathom that it sounds like this. How high can it possibly go? He's pushing it. Alright, I'm gonna pause real quick there. I love that he has this really cool bass line that's like kind of simple, but it's like keeping it all going, and then he just has whatever the lead is going absolutely insane ballistic on the top. It just makes for such a great track, such great music, and the percussion too is really insane. Like, this could easily be recreated with a live band. And it would be amazing. It would be so sick. Man, what's that sound? That was cool. There's a lot of scooping going on too, like whoop, which I think was also in Plock a lot. Meow, wow. Going up the scale once again. Talk about a totally different mood than the first part. That was sick. The bass is so awesome. I know I keep saying that, but it's just insane. It's actually a little bit disappointing that such a cool soundtrack was wasted on what seems to be kind of a not very well received game. From what I've gathered from this game, it's like not the best. A lot of people say like the difficulty is too high and it's just like not balanced and stuff. So, you know, along with whatever sound effects they put into it, I'm sure the music was kind of overshadowed. I wish that it could have been on like a really popular game that everyone got to hear. I'm glad I'm finding it now. I really am. I think it's another minor major 7th there. Gosh, this is just a little jingle too. It's the game over, but the opening, how it's going down chromatically, and they have this awesome dissonance with the notes there, and it's just unnecessarily cool. Yeah, awesome like dissonance, very crunchy. Such a cool game over theme, honestly. All right, let's end it on the fun one. This is the high score theme. Bass. It's so like punchy. It's like knocks you right out. So you got that simple bass line, but then you have this cool solo on the top. Those chords, man. Ooh. It almost sounds like house chords. Now this one would be even better with a live band, like, than the other tune, because it's so full. It sounds like legit instruments. Okay, I won't subject you to any more bad grooving on my part, but how can you listen to that and just sit still? I mean, honestly. Like I said, I wish it was in a game that was more kind of well-loved. I see the Follin brothers mentioned all the time, and I know that they got a lot of belated praise for their works, and I'm really glad that they've been recommended so much. And Pictionary, it's on my list, okay? I know I gotta check out Pictionary, and it's a very short soundtrack because the NES games just didn't have huge soundtracks like modern day games. I'll definitely get to it. This one, I heard a bit of it and I was like, okay, I'm listening to that right now. I can't thank all you guys enough for who recommended this one, and just the Follin Brothers music in general. This is up there as one of my favorite kind of retro OSTs that I have ever heard. It is so insane, not just for how professional it sounds and like how technical they got with everything, how hard they went unnecessarily, but the compositions themselves are just so fun to listen to, and it's insane. I absolutely loved this one, so I hope you guys enjoyed it too. If you hadn't heard it, what did you guys think of it, and what's your favorite track? I think that last one was like unexpectedly really cool. Honestly, the freaking World Select tune is just like still in my head. I'm like, whoa, how did they make such a great little groove? And I wish it was expanded upon, but you know, I'll take what I can get right now. But that's gonna be all for today, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!